Most people at some point in their life do some kind of volunteer work, even if it's just for a few days at their high school or something. And when I was 13, I volunteered in an animal shelter for about a year with my aunt and cousin, because all of us absolutely love animals. And it was really fun getting to spend time with all the animals every weekend. So fun that it almost made up for having to clean up their pee. On our very first day there, we were being shown around by this girl who I think worked there, but I don't know, she could have been a volunteer. And she was showing us one of the dog rooms that was attached to the cat room with a gate to stop the dogs from getting past, but the cats could jump over it. And this one cat sat by the door all the time so she could death glare you while you were in her space. She didn't really like people. And this one guy walks in, and I don't know if this cat hated this guy for some reason, but she grabs him by the arm and starts chewing on it like a chicken wing. But the guy didn't even react. I don't think the cat even broke skin, so maybe she was just playing, but that still kind of scared me at the time. And later we each got to pick out a hoodie and t-shirt with the shelter's logo on them. I picked the navy blue color for both of them. And one time, I went to the bathroom to fill up a mop bucket, and my aunt told me to add soap and bleach to it. So I did, but the bleach container was really big and I was too small and weak to lift it properly, so when I poured the bleach in, it spilled down the side of the mop bucket. And I don't think I realized I spilled it at the time, because I lifted the mop bucket and held it against my stomach to carry it from the supplies building to the building where the cats were, and I got bleach all over my dark blue hoodie and stained it orange. And I wore that stained orange hoodie for the rest of the time I volunteered there. After we had been volunteering there for a while, I had gotten used to the bunny and cat rooms, but I hadn't really ever worked in any of the dog rooms. So one day I think they were short in that room because they asked me, my aunt, and my cousin, the super fantastic dream team that totally always knew exactly what they were doing, to come help. So I was walking across the room, and I guess I wasn't looking where I was going, and I accidentally stepped in this one wiener dog's food, and he came up and bit both of my ankles one at a time. That was definitely my fault though, and I learned my lesson about looking where I was going in the animal shelter. After a while of going there, we started to get to know some of the animals, and we would go visit them before we left. So there was this one dog that for some reason was in a room all by himself. He had a TV and lots of toys, but he was always alone. Now, I don't know if this was the reason, but this dog was massive. Like, me and my cousin were both average-sized 13-year-olds, and this dog was as big as us. But one day, one of the guys in the shelter that was in charge of walking this dog let us come with him. And he even let my aunt walk the dog for a bit, which was pretty funny because this dog was almost as big as my aunt, so she could not handle him pulling at all. Another dumb thing I did was when my aunt told me to take out the trash from the room. So I walked to the back of the building where this massive garbage was, but again, I was short, so this thing was a little taller than I was. And I could just barely lift up the top, but I wasn't strong enough to do it at the same time that I was holding up the trash bag, so I spent like 15 minutes trying to throw this bag away by lifting the lid, then catapulting the trash bag in before the lid closed. Looking back, I should have just left it on the side and called it a day, but I was determined. So I kept trying to do that, and eventually a person who was average height comes up and helps me lift the lid, so it all worked out. Overall, that was a really good place to volunteer, and I'm glad I gained that experience. I think everyone should volunteer at some point in their life to give back to their community and try new things. And who knows, maybe I'll go back to volunteer again soon. Oh, what's this? Oh, it says I'm banned from going within 100 feet of all the animal shelters in the country for stepping in all their dog food.